What's going on, y'all? Y'all already know what this is. This was the Word Sports Podcast. You already know we live in beautiful Sunnyside. Houston, Texas. We on vacation right now, but like I told you, we on vacation, but we still grinding. But this the Word Sports Podcast. It's your boy Manny,
It's your boy Sean.
and we want to welcome you to the show. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe, um, and get in tune with our um, with our show. That being said, we got some stuff to talk about, yeah. We got some real stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, Sean, get it started.
We've been seeing a lot of people in legal trouble. The most recent person, and probably the biggest person right now, is Tyrion Arnold. Tyrion Arnold is about to face life in prison. He's been connected to an armed robbery. Um, his future is not looking too bright. I know they said that they gonna have the case hearing on Monday, I believe. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with that. How you feel about that?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. After hearing the backstory about it, and actually the reason why that he, I guess, did what he did was because he was getting robbed or whatever the case may be. It's still unfortunate. You a professional, football player. At the end of the day, you can
So
anything can be
can you
replaced.
tell me if the sound is cool?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, you a professional football player. You know what I'm saying. And
Yeah.
things like that, you know, will always prevent you. You know,
Good.
you said it's like you set a different standard. You know what I'm saying. And so um, I guess, huh? What you say? Okay, okay. Oh, that's how that go.
Yeah.
But in general though, it's like when you're a football player, it's a different. You got to walk a different way. You got to do things. You can't hang out like with your homeboys like you did like the situation what happened with John Morant.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? He was hanging out with his boys, having guns, out in the car and stuff like that. You can't do that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Nah, he took it to another level though. He actually is connected to an armed robbery. He actually robbed somebody. So
Oh yeah,
it's a little bit different from John Morant. John Morant was just with the wrong crowd. Tyrion Arnold actually did actions behind it, or he might have done actions behind it. We don't know yet.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's definitely unfortunate for him. I mean, because he just started his career. He literally just got drafted what 2 years ago, a year ago, something like that.
2 3 years ago.
Yeah, he was just getting started, and the fact that he's facing life in prison, I hope it don't come down to that, but even if it does, or like if we have to, do some time or whatever the case may be, at the end of the day, NFL don't tolerate that, and so, I think it's just an unfortunate, just a bad situation on his end, and then also for the Lions because you drafted him first round and you're expecting him to be a top, prospect, for you to be that guy and the face one of the face guys in that secondary of the Lions. And so, it's very yeah, bad look. It's a bad look going on with him in his situation. What do you think
Yeah.
about it?
Yeah, I think it's a horrible situation. Like you said, you're in the wrong crowd. This was going to be his year where he could actually be a starter.
Yeah.
So it's like you waited all this time to be a starter. You was the second cornerback picked behind Quinyon Mitchell. So this is really this time of the year, this the time of your career where you could really show that you deserve to be a starter. You was a backup last season. You was already having trouble with getting on the field, and then now you get that opportunity. Now you're having trouble outside the field,
Right.
and now that's going to take the ability for you to maybe not even have a career in the league. So I think sometimes as players just be getting caught up in stupid decisions. Once you get to a certain point in your life when you made it,
Yeah.
all that foolishness you got to stop doing it.
Yeah.
There's no point in doing things that's going to set you backwards and set your family backwards. So it's just crazy.
Yo, D Harris, what's up, bro?
Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir.
And always with it, always with us. Nah, but yeah, absolutely, bro. It's definitely a bad situation, from the outside looking in. It's just terrible, you know what I mean? But um, let's just hope that he get a second chance. You know what I mean? We'll see how it plays out. You know what I mean? But um, but yeah, that's being said, what y'all think about the Arnold situation? and what's going on with him and his legal trouble and how that's going to affect him in his future NFL career. You let us know what's going on. Enjoy, matter of fact, continue joining in the the conversation. We want to hear from you. We love you. Who that? Hey, how you doing? What's
Yo,
going
yo, yo,
on?
yo, what's up?
How you doing? Make sure you come on, subscribe, join the family. Absolutely, we love having you. And so, yeah, so we talked about Arnold, about that whole situation, but it's another topic we got to discuss on that same side of the NFL. What is it, bro?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about legal troubles, but now let's talk about these delusional comments that a lot of players been making. It's two players specifically. First player I want to talk about is Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff played for the Eagles for 1 year. We got him from the Jets.
Yeah,
Um, he didn't play good for the Eagles at all.
yeah,
And now what he's coming out saying is it's the Eagles fans' fault that he played so bad.
right.
So what do you have to say about that?
He just mad. He just mad right now. He's just mad at the fact that it didn't work out. He just mad, and and the bottom line is he couldn't cut it. He couldn't cut it. He's that, the Eagles, and the way Vic Fangio, because I know he took a shot at Vic Fangio, the defensive. If those of y'all don't know about Vic Fangio, he's the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, and so, like defensive coach. But the fact of the matter is, man, he was just being lazy. I mean, you saw it throughout his time, his tenure in Philly. His tenure in Philly was nothing but laziness, uh, carelessness. Didn't have no initiative at all going inside and attack the football at all. Like this dude literally got a ring for not doing a damn thing.
Yeah,
You see, you know what I'm saying? He not doing another thing, and then you go out in the podcast and talk about the team, talk about the offense, talk about the defense. The fact of the matter is, man, you just wanted a easy ride. You didn't want it, I guess the standard that the Eagles made, he didn't like that because it's always about win now mode. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about winning now. And the fact that he, I guess he feels that he not used to that culture or whatever the case may be, or, he doesn't want to, I think, challenge himself. It's just sad in this appointment. Yo, what's going on, Damien? What's happening, bruh? My man, what's happening, bro? So yeah, so yeah, it's very sad, that he go out. It's a coward move. You moved on. Why are you talking about the Eagles? It don't make no damn sense.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. No, it was definitely crazy. The crazy thing is, when Bryce Huff first signed to the team,
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure all Eagles fans was excited and thought that he was going to actually be good.
yeah.
So
I was one of them.
yeah, I don't know why he's talking about the Eagles fans made him play bad when all we did was support him in the beginning until the season kept going on and the man became more trash and more trash. I mean, I never seen anybody not be able to get no type of pressure like him. Bryce Huff was probably one of the worst additions that I've ever seen.
Bro.
He was worse than first year and second year players, and we paid him all that money for what? You feel me?
Yeah,
He was supposed to be the guy that replaced Hassan Reddick. Hassan Reddick went to the Jets. We got Bryce Huff. It was supposed to be an even exchange.
right.
It wasn't even.
At all.
The man was horrible. The man was top ass. Top ass. Sorry. He got to be
There's
better. And for him to blame us, he lucky I don't see him in person. He
he
lucky I
should
don't
be
see him.
banned. He should be banned from Philadelphia, like all in general, like, cause like, and first of all, I don't even know how you gonna blame the fans. The fans, uh, 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 um, um, like they they judge you by what? Your play, your lack of your effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You had show no effort at all while you was playing with the Eagles,
Yeah, not at all.
and so you get mad at them because they would hate you or whatever the case may be, or they don't like you because of your performance. Your performance was trash.
Yeah.
You was I think before he was an Eagle, I think he was a first round pick coming out of the Jets, right?
I think so. I'm
So
not even sure.
he was a top prospect. I'll say that. You know what I mean? I gotta go back and look at it. But yeah, he was one of the top guys. And you come back to Philly, and you come to Philly and everything. We thinking that okay, this guy's gonna go skyrocket. This man took a whole nosedive. And then you gonna turn around and do a counter move like that. I don't respect a man like that at all, bro. At all. You go out there. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out. Period. You know what I mean? It didn't work out. It didn't work out. You move on. Just like you know what I mean. Just like example, like AJ Brown.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. Okay, you go your separate way and you do it. You don't go and get traded the next day and talk all this type of crap
I
about the
mean,
team. You feel me?
I will say he didn't wait. He didn't wait till he got traded. He just waited years later. Bryce Hubb. It's been years since Bryce Hubb has been on the Eagles. So I don't even know why he's still talking about the Eagles. He got a ring from us, so all he got to do is shut up at this point. There's no reason for him to be talking.
At all.
It didn't work out. Keep it at that. But we gotta talk about the other delusional person,
Yeah,
Brandon Ayuk.
that boy crazy.
Brandon Ayuk has been going on a tour of just being delusional. Now he's going out here telling fans to go buy Commanders tickets because he's getting ready to put on a show. So how do you feel about Brandon Ayuk just consistently saying that he's about to be on the Commanders and consistently telling fans to get ready for his return?
I'm waiting for the 49ers to cut him. I think at this point I'm ready for the 49ers to cut him and to really show that he's not bigger than he's supposed to be like in the stage or where he's at right now. At the end of the day, you're a football player. You're not bigger than nobody else. It's a team. It's not just one person. You feel what I'm saying? All these comments that he is making is really ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. It's stupid. It's petty. It's selfish. It's um it's immature. It's really immature what he's doing. And the reason why I want the 49ers to cut him is because I want him to show to get a lesson because at the I guarantee you that if the 49ers let him go, get cut by the 49ers, he will not sign with the Commanders because of the stuff that he's doing right now.
Yeah.
Nobody don't want cancer on his team. He's becoming a cancer to the team. You feel what I'm saying? And like, it's like, bro, like what are you doing? Like, you targeting the 49ers, but you have no idea. You're not just talking about the 49ers, you hurting your own career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You telling everybody, oh, this, that, and the third and everything like that. You don't think that teams are watching you, seeing what you're doing?
But I mean, at this point, I don't think it mattered what teams is doing because he's made it clear that the only team he wants to play for is the Commanders.
What happens if
So
they don't sign him?
I know if they don't sign him, then he's done. But he's made it clear that the only team he wants to play for and will play for is the Commanders. He didn't already his antics has already shown that. I mean, like you said, the way he's acting, no team is going to want to sign him.
Right.
But he hasn't said anything about any other team besides the Commanders and saying that he's playing for the Commanders. So no, his antics is already not going to want them to sign him.
Right.
But then the fact that he's already pushing to be with the Commanders is the only team that will be able to sign him. Because they'll be the only team that might be able to put up with his antics because he wants to be there. And that's only because he wants to be there. I mean, you still can't control if he acts like this still while he's with the Commanders, then
Right.
yeah, he's gonna not gonna have no job. But I think the Commanders is the only team that can really control him. I mean, he wants to play with Jaden Daniels. I mean, he played with Jaden Daniels in college,
Right.
so maybe Jaden Daniels is the one player that can actually help him out.
Mhm.
But at the same time, we've been through this in the past with Antonio Brown. I mean, we thought Tom Brady was the one guy that could help Antonio Brown, and you seen Antonio Brown still go out and crash out on Tom Brady.
Right.
So I think this is one of those situations where it's the only person that can really help him out is himself. If he don't want to take that extra initiative to get that help, then I mean we could be seeing this man crash out throughout the whole season.
Nah, serious.
So I think the best advice to really give him is to just really work on yourself and stop going on these antics and putting on these performances. Just work on yourself, get yourself right. Because I don't remember the last time seeing him even do a workout. It's just every time he talks, it's just about him crashing out.
Right.
Like go do a workout, go post something, go get in the gym, go do something. I mean, you haven't been on the field in over a year.
Because he got hurt. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
That's what
so
I'm saying.
you gotta be better.
Yeah, you got to be better. Yeah, absolutely, bro. I feel like the same way, bro. Like with the Brandon IU join us, like, man, at this point, man, just go. If you're going to post a video, post about you working out. Post about you getting stronger. Post about you uh, pushing yourself every day to be the best that you can be.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Um, with him with all these rants and all type of stuff, it's nothing but hurting him. It's nothing but hurting him. But like you said on a few 2 episodes ago, that he probably just need help.
Yeah.
And I think the NFL needs, to provide. I don't even know if they have that, but I think they need to provide those type of like programs for players that really, that struggle with that
Hmm.
mentally type stuff. There's multiple players, not just him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, I mean, I don't know if they have that or they provide that. But if they have, they need to do it a little bit more stronger because, you know what I mean. Football is a lot. It helps you. It affects you mentally, uh, all around. You feel what I'm saying? And like, um, I think the NFL need to um, need to step up the game with mental programs and help their players and stuff like that because at the end of the day, it's not about being a better player. It's about being a better man, a better person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? God bless you too. Thank you for tuning in. Absolutely. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. And like it and also share it as well. We love having you. Thank you for joining as well. So yeah. Um,
Yeah, I probably not do Sixers on. Six too hot for that.
the what?
Sixers on.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Um,
It is.
but yeah, I think that's enough about Brandon on you. Let's switch it over to NBA. So I mean, we just had a big trade. We had the Giannis trade. We talked about that last episode. But we just had another big trade in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, the Minnesota Timberwolves made a move to go get LaMelo Ball. So what's your reaction to that? I know that's your team. So
I love it. I love it. I love it. There was a lot of speculation about that. Anthony Edwards was upset, and the organization about him not getting help, or him doing, carrying the load for his team by himself. Um, you go out and get Lamelo Ball, it's phenomenal. You talking about that could potentially be one of the best backcourts in the NBA starting next year. Um, you know, the fact that you kept now I'm a little upset because we let go of Nas Reed as
mhm.
part of that deal, which I believe that Nas Reed was a stud, and I didn't like that. But sometimes you got to make a sacrifice in order to you know play out for the greater good. And so I think with Anthony and Lamelo, that also you keep McDaniels, it's going to be great. The question is now is what they're going to do with first of all Rudy Gobert.
Well, Rudy, you already know what they're going to do with Rudy Gobert. They're going to keep him. You have no choice. You let go of Carl Anthony Towns and Nas Reed. You made your decision that y'all are cool with Rudy Gobert. Rudy Gobert is going to be a starting center for the foreseeable future.
I
So
don't like that.
so you have no choice with that.
Well, if that's the case, you got to find another center to replace Nas Reed,
Yeah,
another power four or something like that. Because the West is nothing but big men. You got
yeah,
Victor Wembanyama, bro. If you just make that type of move and don't do nothing else, they're gonna run through the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, it's gonna be a great combination because Melo he averaged about like 22 points a game, 25 points a game,
hmm
and now he's in a situation where he could be in a winning situation. You know what I'm saying? And so, I think it's like it's great, but at the same time they need to improve better in order if they're going to compete. In the West. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank
I said
y'all for
God
the
bless.
likes. Yeah,
God
that's
bless.
right. Thank y'all for the likes. Absolutely. But yeah,
But
what you
yeah,
think about that whole entire
I
situation?
actually think it was a good move for both teams. I mean, yeah, y'all are now lacking depth in that center position.
Right.
Y'all do need to make sure y'all make a move. But the good thing is free agency didn't start yet. So
Yeah.
free agency, I feel like that's gonna be your time to really find y'all replacement big. But as far as Lamelo and Ant Man, I think that's gonna be a great combination. I definitely think that makes y'all, to me, I feel like y'all the best backcourt in the NBA right now. The things that Lamelo is already one of those type guys that he wants to score and he wants to be a playmaker.
Mhm.
So you can see Lamelo. I can see Lamelo getting a lot of triple doubles with this team, a lot of triple doubles, especially with the y'all lacking big men. So you'll probably need Lamelo to crash the court a little bit more too, especially since he's a bigger body.
Mhm.
I know a lot of people say that he doesn't play no defense, but I think that his size really helps him out against a lot of point guards in the league. I mean, a lot of point guards aren't the same size as him. So that's the advantage that Lamelo has.
Mhm.
I mean, of course, he can always get better, But it's that combination of Melo and Ant-Man. I really like it. And then even on the flip side, I mean, Nas Reed is now going to the Hornets. The Hornets is already a young team, and
Yeah.
the Hornets also extended Kobe White. And I feel like Kobe White can he can do a lot of the things that Melo can do. Not at the same extent, but I feel like Kobe White is also a playmaker, also a person that can score,
Hmm.
and he showed it playing next to LaMelo last season.
Yeah.
So you got him, you got Naz Reid, you got the rookie that they just had who had a big year. I think it's going to continue to grow 3-point shooters. You got Brandon Miller. So it's a lot of players on that team, especially on that starting five. I mean, who they're definitely going to still get that depth, but they get a big man, which they needed.
Yeah.
They haven't had a big man since they traded away Mark Williams, if I'm not mistaken. So
Man, how you doing, man? Thank y'all for joining. That's thank y'all. Appreciate y'all.
oh yeah,
Make sure y'all subscribe on the channel too as well.
yeah,
Subscribe and share. Subscribe and share, y'all. But yeah.
yeah. So I like that move. I like that move. Now on this kind of like a 2 part, not really a 2 part question, but my next question would be,
Mhm.
who do you think is going to make the bigger impact? Do you think it's going to be Melo on the Timberwolves, or do you think it's going to be Giannis on the Heat?
My opinion, I got a couple points to that. What I think is gonna lead to I think it's Melo with the Wolves. And the only reason why I say that is because they actually have a team. They have a team. They have depth. They got role players that they go out and really impact. It's not just Lamelo. You know what I mean? I think the dynamic between Melo and Ant is going to happen like automatic. Uh, I think with Giannis and Bam Adebayo, Bam, it's going to take a little bit more time.
Mm,
After the fact, because they don't really have no role players, don't really have no backcourt to really like um, you know, I think compare with them too.
mm,
You know what I mean? I do think this is a nice duo. I think they both gonna make an impact, but I think that Melo's gonna make the most impact because it's going to create a lot of um, um, it'll take a lot of the hard work from Edwards.
mm,
Edwards, and it will begin to open a lot of stuff. Say if they, if you double Lamelo and then you double Edwards, they got other people too that can actually that's shown time and time again that they can score and they can perform. Like the only thing they lack of is like you said before, with the center and stuff like that. They need to go on free agency and figure all that stuff out to to make that team complete.
mm,
But but if you're talking about being completed, um, I think the Wolves is a lot more closer than the Heat. Now I'm not saying that the Heat it was not a really bad choice or anything like that for Giannis to go, but they need a little bit more work to do, a little bit more work to do than the Wolves. That's how I feel about it.
mm.
What you think about it?
I think the opposite. You know,
Yeah.
I think that the Heat, I think Giannis on the Heat is going to be a bigger impact because a lot of times when Giannis was on the Bucks, um, they had him playing center. I mean, you're the best player on the court.
Right.
He's getting guarded by centers.
Hmm.
I mean, he go against the Sixers, he's probably gonna get guarded by Joel Embiid. I mean, so now going to the Heat, I mean, we all can agree that Giannis is a top 3 player in the world right now.
Absolutely.
Top 3 player in the world.
Absolutely.
Now he gets to go to the Heat, and now he's playing the 4 position. He's no longer playing the 5. I mean, and he could still play the 5, and they can put Bam at the 4. It can go either or, but more than likely he's gonna be playing that 4 position.
Yeah.
I don't think there's no 4 in the NBA that can guard Giannis, in my opinion. I think it's centers out there that can guard Giannis, but I don't think it's no power forwards that can guard Giannis.
You're right.
To me, it's an automatic mismatch. So you're putting Giannis and Bam already been showing growth every year. Bam has slowly but surely became one of the best centers in the league.
Yeah.
So that combination of them in that front court is going to be crazy. We just seen Bam go off for 83 points.
Yeah.